of Index, as well as members of the public. The speaker is petitioning to help clean up Eagle Falls. The speech is titled "The Situation at Eagle Falls." Please welcome Christian Ray.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, or shall I say mayor, fellow council members. How many of you know what the broken windows theory is? It's a theory that says behavior is influenced by the context of your environment. And if your environment includes a broken window, it's more likely to lead to vandal-like behavior. The broken windows theory. We have a broken window in our community. And that broken window threatens the resources of this entire valley. As we all know, that broken window is Eagle Falls. If you're to go to Eagle Falls right now, you're likely to notice three things. You're going to notice a cascading waterfall plunging through the granite bedrock. You're going to notice that granite sculpted bedrock itself, and you're going to notice the graffiti on every accessible surface. Some of it is colorful, some of it is artistic, some of it is homophobic, some of it tries to be inspirational, but all of it desecrates Eagle Falls and threatens the resources on which our community relies. For commerce, for recreation and spirituality, and for our very identity. The broken windows theory lies here, right here in Index. Now what can we do about it? Well, the first thing we can do about it is we can ask the Forest Service, which manages this land, to take care of its problem. But the Forest Service can't. The law enforcement officer that once patrolled this area retired 3 years ago. And the Forest Service was already a year late in filling that position. Now, with the federal worker hiring freeze implemented by this current administration, hiring a law enforcement officer to patrol this area will not happen. At least not before the graffiti and the desecration escalates. So a group of us is trying something else. We're going to try to change Eagle Falls and protect this community by changing the culture of Eagle Falls, by fixing that broken window. Here's what we're going to do. On the first Saturday in August, we, and that is more than 100 of us, are going to march into Eagle Falls with wire brushes, with power tools, and we're going to clean that graffiti off the walls. And when we do this, there will be hundreds of people at Eagle Falls swimming, cliff jumping, drinking booze, partying. But they'll also have something else. Many of them will likely have cell phones. And we will be a spectacle to those people's cell phones. And some of them will likely take out those cell phones and shoot photos and share them on Facebook. And that message, they will unintentionally convey our message to thousands of people. The people that we want to hear it. The people who are likely to come to Eagle Falls, look at the graffiti, look at the litter, and say, hey, this is a place where we can party. But instead, the images they're going to see are of hundreds of people. Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, elders, climbers, kayakers, all scrubbing away that granite. This will start to change the culture in Eagle Falls. And it will be augmented by a video that we'll make and by media, which has already promised to carry the story in their respective outlets. We're coming to you because we want the Town Council of Index to be a fundamental participant in this process, to lend us their volunteers' time, to lend us power tools, and to publicize the event. I'm available for a few extra questions if you have any. Yes, we got a question over here.
I've lived in Index for all my life, but I've never been to Eagle Falls. I haven't seen this area you're talking about. How bad is this? And do you think that even after the cleanup, this is going to reoccur?
It's a Great question, thank you. That's a multi-pronged question. How bad is it? Well, it's bad enough that Eagle Falls, in my opinion, has served as an incubator of this kind of behavior, and it is now starting to spread out throughout the valley. 2 years ago, I was kayaking with my daughter down the Skycomish River, and I saw graffiti on more than a dozen granite boulders on the river left side, and it angered me. There is graffiti up on the Haybrook Ridge Lookout Tower. There is graffiti at the base of Serene Fall, or Lake Serene. So it's bad, and it's going to get worse, and it will spread throughout the valley, which again threatens economic resources of this town. The second part of your question was, how are we going to prevent it? It will almost certainly happen again. But without the law enforcement officials, the only way to really prevent this behavior from proliferating through the valley is to try to change the culture of Eagle Falls. To create a consensus that says this is a place where we revere the natural environment, we don't desecrate it. Paige.
Follow up to her question. You have great plans for this one-day event, and you have a great mass of people that are going to come and be a part of this. But have you thought of really putting together a proactive plan for long-term goals for the future of keeping this, at least this one location, clean of these things? Do you have an actual plan or working on an actual plan?
Any long-term plan necessarily involves the land manager, which is the Forest Service. And we have been in discussions with the Forest Service. They do have a plan, actually, for Eagle Falls. It is a long-term plan, and it's a plan to transform it from this sort of highway-side spectacle into a destination, which would include a footbridge that crosses the river, which should include bathrooms, very badly needed there, and active management. So our purpose is to ignite this process, to show the Forest Service that we can restore it, and to hand it off to the Forest Service. Yeah.
You say there's an economic impact, a negative economic impact. Can you say more about that? Can you back that up with some facts?
The town of Index, there's only 263 people living there, relies almost exclusively on recreation for its economic development. It is the site of, it's called the Index Town Wall, a climbing wall that rivals Yosemite in terms of its quality. And it is also the site of the Skycomish River system. The Skycomish is the second most commercially run river in the state. That river supports a dozen companies and scores of jobs. Many of those guys live right there in Index. It's also the home of a lot of people who live at Stevens Pass and Forest Service. So when the river is desecrated, it ceases to exist as an ecological wonderland, right? It's not a place that would be attractive to people who live down here in the city. So when we allow that desecration to occur, we're killing off a resource. Ryan, this is my last question.
So on that note, I have some personal knowledge of some people that live in that area, and I know that they choose to live in that area because it is a little, shall we say, antisocial. You know, the property values are lower, the taxes are lower, you get a little cabin that was meant to be a vacation spot in the woods, and some people have turned it into permanent residency. Is there a chance that the people actually living there themselves are the problem?
That is possible. That is possible. However, one suggestion by somebody who studied this problem closely says that the graffiti, the actual symbology used in a lot of the graffiti, is consistent with graffiti that appears in Seattle. And so that leads them to believe that this is actually an imported problem. Thank you all. I hope I can look forward to your participation in the future.